cooking here. We've got Boulevard and Fortnite Flick. Sorry to cut you off there, Jokeil. I just had to make sure that everything was working. I know it's a little scuffed, but it is the draw. The scuffed is part of the experience, and that's just how it goes. But I will say, James and the crew did a fantastic job on this new overlay. It's extremely beautiful. I'm loving it, and clearly Boulevard is loving it, as already they're putting attacks here on the Fortnite Flick side. As you were saying, Fortnite Flick, definitely the team that should be favored to win this one. Right there, the team with a little bit more experience. All three of these players did qualify for LANs last season. Now, Andy only made one on the side of Dignitas, right? But the other two
that
players.
Was the San Diego, I believe that was the Winter Major?
Winter, yes. So still some experience, definitely, for the other team. But I think that Fortnite Flick probably going to be the one that is going to be expected to take the W.
I have to agree with you there. I can't deny that both of these teams are going to be stellar. I mean, top tier teams as far as anybody playing Rocket League goes. It's undeniable the skill that we're going to be seeing here on the pitch. And Delta looking to get a long shot there. But Boulevard, I'm excited to see how they can stand up to the challenge that really is going to be Fortnite Flick. Excuse me, I almost said Gen.G there. I believe that Fortnite Flick is the team to take it, and Boulevard is going to be the challengers.
Alraz going to collect this ball as he's challenged quickly here. Now, I think that the player that we'll have to be looking out for from Boulevard, see how he can do, is Repeat. That's the one that has the least experience, probably the newcomer, as you could say, to this Boulevard roster, the one that they are likely trying out here, but it won't work out. For the first goal, Fortnite Flick going to open up the scoring with this pass from Andy. Repeat could not quite get there. Alraz bumped off by Andy, and Appjack able to slot it on through.
Great pass there from Andy. Kickoff getting close to the blue goal, but defended well. Cleared out from the blue side here. Chronic pass center to Andy, looking to connect again. I mean, Gen.G was historically stellar with their passing. I mean, when they made that run in fall, it was just a team effort all around. And I'm excited to see how these players do similarly on Fortnite Flick, connecting with Andy, newcomer on the squad. Chronic with it, defending, cutting in. Delta looking to pass center, but Andy keeping this in the corner. Alraz elects to leave it, and Chronic air dribble across to the other side.
Now, I still have not seen anything too threatening here from Boulevard. They've really been held down to their defensive end, which I suppose is no surprise. Repeat does find a beat there, though, and a dunk as well. Delta could just have an open net. And I requested Repeat to step up, and that's exactly what he did. Able to find the dunk on Appjack. Delta, wide open net. That's not something you're going to see all too often against this Fortnite Flick roster, would be my guess. But a very solid play from Repeat, the one that was going to be our player to watch here, to see how he can compete with these higher level teams. And he's definitely withstanding that pressure as it stands now, but it's all tied up. He's on it again. It's going to bounce middle. Appjack looking for Chronic here. It's a touch middle again, but oh no, there's nobody mid. Repeat going to put in another one, and Boulevard is taking it to Fortnite Flick now, up by 1 with just over a minute to go.
As you can see, both of these goals that just came in for Boulevard seem to be coming from Fortnite Flick overextending. It's both of them were open nets on the Fortnite Flick goal, and Boulevard, although it did feel a little bit like a caster curse when you said it, and then it immediately turned into a goal that we hadn't seen too much offensive presence from Boulevard. it didn't feel as if they created those goals for themselves. It seemed as though they were gifted those goals to some degree from Fortnite Flick not doing what they were doing, but they are ready to do it now. Abjack showing those 1v1 skills, shooting it accurate. Chronic leaving it for him, and that demo clearing the way. Wow, what a play.
I love that play from Abjack. He actually wasn't the one to touch it in. It was a 50 that bounced off of the sidewall. And then instead of playing the ball, he elects to play the defender, eliminates him from the pitch, but it won't matter as Repeat finds his second of the game immediately after the kickoff. Not the touch you want to see from Chronic. Andy, after the respawn, turned towards the boost. And suddenly, we're looking at Boulevard with that lead. And with not a lot of time left either here, frankly. As a lot of pressure on Fortnite Flick to win here in the first round. They definitely do not want to exit the draw like this. But a loss here would definitely make it more likely here in the first game as 10 seconds to go. Andy looking to make something happen for Fortnite Flick. It's to apparently Jack. He does find the bump. It's a shot opportunity. Chronic will put it in with 2 seconds remaining. Fortnite Flick is not ready to go out just yet.
2 seconds left, and Abjack air dribbles it, gets a decent 50 right to the center, and Chronic capitalizes with a clean shot. All tied up, 2 seconds left. Can this end in regulation, or will it go to overtime? Looks like we're going into overtime here. All tied up, game 1. Again, all of these series are going to be best of 5, and game 1 starting it off hot. OT, floor pinch from Alraz. Cleared to the other side, interrupted by Repeat. With control in the air, gets a flip. Little double commit there. Good clear out from Fortnite Flick's side, and the return is on the prowl from Boulevard.
Here goes Andy. He does have some boost. He's looking to send it to Chronic. Delta easily going to deal with it though, but maybe not the touch he was looking for. Repeat, the last man back, almost hits the Psycho there. At least threatening it here. Chronic to the backboard again. Alraz looks to control, has the double off of the sidewall, but Andy is ready for it. It's going to go off of the ceiling. Chronic almost able to read it. Abjack going to take this one slow. He wanted the bounce off of the backboard. Couldn't get it to work out. Delta has a chance to end it here. Chronic denies. It's middle. Abjack looking to control it again. He's definitely been the player to slow down the vibes here on Fortnite Flick. But will it be enough? It's back to Delta. Into the sky. He's met by Abjack. And there's a demo onto Andy, so it's going to be only Abjack here. He does have Chronic center. Wants the pogo, but again, nothing going to come of that attack. So Boulevard really impressive here. They are holding on quite strong and preventing these passing plays from Fortnite Flick from working out.
The defensive prowess here on the side of Boulevard. I do feel the nerves. I feel like there's some mistakes, but there's nothing too big right here to capitalize on. Look at that. I mean, Chronic and Abjack both going up for that save. The nerves are palpable. I mean, it's very intense here. Keeping this safe in the corner. Chronic doing a good effort on defense. Ran out of boost here. Abjack stepping in. But Boulevard on the prowl, ready to attack. Getting it close, doing what they can, taking 50s where they can. Abjack now with it. Fortnite Flick to the other side. Pass across to Chronic. Can he connect? Looking for a double tap off the side. And Andy back with it. But Delta getting that good interruption. Clear out to the middle. And Boulevard looking to clear some space. Get a nice breath.
This is insane at this point. A game and a half played. 2.5 minutes into overtime and still nothing. Here's Alraz. He wants to do it himself. Andy will not allow it though. Bouncing off of the sidewall. A demo can clear things up here for Boulevard, but luckily for the teammates of Chronic, he does well to deal with it. Here's Delta. The flip reset will be denied again. Chronic been so important towards the success of Fortnite Flick. And it will be a pass down from Abjack to Andy to end things off. 3 minutes into overtime. Alraz actually, in a way, messing with his teammate there. Repeat was not able to do much on the back end, and Fortnite Flick barely taking game 1.
Well, the opening moments of the game felt like Fortnite Flick were here, ready to show up. Boulevard had some aggression right there at the beginning, and Fortnite Flick sort of, although they opened with their first goal, sort of gave a couple away, it felt like, to Boulevard and really allowed them to come back into the game. 2 seconds left, and they tie it back up in OT. The pros here know what to do, lock it down, take that win in game 1.
Yeah, solid stuff on both sides, but I gotta say, I'm extremely impressed by Boulevard's performance, as I was so impressed that I actually joined their team there momentarily. I don't know if you caught that. But yeah, I thought I was able to keep up. Yeah, I know. I just really was enjoying what I was seeing from Repeat. I was looking to team with him, but I guess he doesn't want to team with me, which frankly is probably the best option, as he is going to look to put on the first shot of the second game. He does certainly make it threatening, but nothing going to come out of it. The defense, I think, really was the difference maker for Fortnite Flick. Chronic especially was really shutting things down, buying time for his teammates who were getting demoed and looking for boost on the defensive end. As little bit of a strange play here. Alraz to the backboard. It's another demo. Delta finds Repeat. It's a shot. No, it's another pass. What a play here from Boulevard. They are looking like Season 5 Dignitas, as it's a pass back and forth, 1, 2, 3, and into the net. Chronic even dropping a nice one on that play.
That was a stellar passing play. I mean, those are lovely to see. It really feels like Boulevard has woken up at the beginning of this game. I mean, they've come out so aggressive, and it's as if getting into overtime, I mean, they may have, lost game 1, but taken Fortnite Flick to overtime in that last game and really cutting it close. I mean, it was down to the wire. It could have gone either way. I believe that they are feeling it. They're excited. They're ramped up, and it's showing in their gameplay. I mean, they are aggressive, quick to it, and it shows with that opening goal for the game.
Yeah, that type of first game can definitely lend a team some confidence here, as Chronic chasing Alraz down will not allow him to do much. It's going to bounce out. Appjack taking its time again. Andy, though, a slight miscommunication, so it'll allow Delta to be next to the ball. Andy, last man, will get dunked, and Appjack forced to get up early to prevent another shot coming through for Boulevard. But here's Repeat. Nobody up to challenge him quite yet. Off of the ceiling, it's a dunk, and Delta is going to get there. It's a goal for Boulevard, and that puts them up by 2. What a play from Repeat, coming off of the ceiling, dunking 2 members of Fortnite Flick to allow Boulevard to extend their lead.
And that just felt a little bit like some miscommunication on the side of Fortnite Flick. 2 players sending out. I mean, sure, it's dangerous, and you want to make that save, but maybe these 2 players, Appjack and Andy, not having as much experience on the same team as, say Appjack and Chronic, for example, but comms can do what they can. Appjack is a stellar player. I mean, not only mechanically quite capable, but I'd say his game sense and his knowledge and just ability to assess the situation is going to be a difference for his team. But Chronic right now stepping up with a goal from the far side. Quite a bit of an angle here. Just straight shot, decent, and wow.
Yeah, that defensive play from Delta, though, the backflip, that's a rough one. Looking like one of those plays from your ranked Diamond 3 games, Joe.
I felt like you might have said something like that, and I just want to go ahead and cut that off real quickly. Thank you for the shout out, but a shot coming in, nobody on defense like my teammate when you and I are playing 2s.
That is absurd, but look at this, a dime from the other team, another play similar to what you may see in your ranked games, Joe Keel. But regardless of our ranked games, we got to give credit to the games from Boulevard here, as they are really showing that they belong in this moment, as Fortnite Flick struggling to keep up at this point in time. The communication has not been there, the synergy has not been there, and Boulevard really just allowing themselves to be quicker to the play, taking advantage of the double commitments and overcommitments here from Fortnite Flick. And I gotta say, their 50-50 game has certainly been a lot stronger as well. They have been hitting the gym, and it shows.
Yeah, I mean, as I said earlier, Boulevard coming out, it feels like they're excited to be here, and the confidence from that last game really shining through here. I mean, a minute and a half left in the game, and they're leading 3-1, and it's as if the Boulevard side is just going quicker. I mean, they're aggressive to it. They're speeding to the ball. Their rotations are a bit smaller, and then on the other side, Fortnite Flick looking to control, but right now Repeat is controlling the game and controlling the score line, leading their team to another goal, 4-1, with just over a minute left.
What a shot from Repeat. The defense left stunned as he sails up to the sky for the double touch. So it's a 3-goal lead now, the largest that we've seen from any team so far, but it will not last for long. Andy bringing them back to within 2, but it might just be too little, too late. Appjack does find a middle. Repeat been a little lost as third man, I think, on the side of Boulevard. I think when Boulevard is finding success, they're not really doing sustained defense where you've got one player back to make the stop. They're sending someone quick to force a bump or a 50 on the offensive pressure, as Appjack not the clear that he was looking for. Luckily for him, though, Andy will step up and make the next stop, but it's popped right back up for Delta. He wants the double touch. No boost for the defense, and Delta, we're right back to a 3-goal lead, Jokeel.
Wow, that's a clean shot. I mean, Chronic doing what he can on defense, Andy just barely missing it, and Delta with the slot. Top bins in the corner. Wow, nice shot.
The Boulevard offense has been abusing the backboard as Appjack, what is this angle? I said that Boulevard was abusing the backboard, but they're doing it in another way. How does he put that in? I'll tell you what, that is not a shot that comes from your ranked Diamond 3 games, Jokeel.
Wow, I mean, I wouldn't even really remember because I can't remember the last time I was in Diamond 3.
As Repeat, taking it up with a whole lot of boost. Chronic will cut him off. It's Appjack, backboard, Alraz. Sorry, I got a little confused here on which A player. We do have a lot of A players, by the way. We've got half of the lobby's name is starting with A. We've got apparently Jack, Alraz, and Andy, and I just wanted to point that out. Triple A.
Yeah, wow.
Very electric game.
Thank you for that. Really appreciate that. I agree with you. There is 3 players on the pitch with A's. As we round out the end of game 2 here, Boulevard coming back in the series, tying the series up 1-1, and really showing out here on the offensive side. I mean, in game 1, the goals that Boulevard managed to steal were, like I said before, it felt gifted to them from Fortnite Flick. But in this game, a whole different story, a whole different side of Boulevard that we just saw here. They are coming out hot, confident, and ready to mingle with that goal.
I just got to let that one set for a second. All right.
Appreciate that. As we are getting into game 3, series all tied up 1-1. I'm looking to see how Fortnite Flick can come back from that.
We'll see if they can pull it off. Appjack immediately on the defensive side. Boulevard really strutting their stuff, as you mentioned. They are hot and confident moving into this one. It's Alraz, the 50, will bounce out to the side for Repeat, who's been having a spectacular series as a whole. Delta, though, getting dunked by Andy. This could be an opportunity for Fortnite Flick. He doesn't have much boost, so he just looks for the pass off, and it will not get very far. Repeat finds the flick. Chronic is left in a tough position, but does well to deal with it. So now it's Andy. Up, he wants the air dribble bump. He does have it, but it's high and unlucky on the side of Fortnite Flick. He was not able to get back to it. So apparently Jack wants the bump. He has it. Now it's the Chronic. He's taking it slow, but no matter how many times Fortnite Flick goes for the air dribble bump, it seems as though Boulevard has it covered on the defensive end. They've had people back, although it may just bounce in. Chronic kind of gifted with this bounce here from the crossbar back down to the ground. And unfortunately for Repeat, he hit it in basically the only spot that he couldn't reach.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like Appjack cut ahead right there to steal their boost on that side. And Repeat, I believe it was, who came close to scoring. It was just shy without any boost on that save. So stellar intellect there from Appjack, and good shot from Fortnite Flick. But Boulevard is ready to respond very quickly. Looks like Fortnite Flick giving him a little too much space. Boulevard going for their backboard, aggressive plays, and good shot there. Tying it all up very quick, back to 1-1. I mean, it's Boulevard, I'm impressed.
Repeat is up. He's been looking good so far, but he doesn't get his flip reset as early as he would have liked, and we might actually just see a wide open net. And Appjack going to take advantage of that one. This is something that we actually saw going the other direction earlier on in the series. But Fortnite Flick going to take advantage of that every opportunity they can get. Appjack just sniping in that open net off of the overcommitment, as we have a short-lived 2v2 with a double demo on kickoff. Repeat, no double touch there. He'll bounce middle. Alraz opting to play it safe here. Andy over to Appjack. He wants another touch, but first one is not good enough for him to follow up, so instead it goes the other way. Here's Repeat. Wants to control. It's over top of two, but it's straight to Chronic, who has a sidewall redirect. It was on target. Delta easily dealing with it, but man, we are starting to see Fortnite Flick. They're showing their mechanical side, as they definitely are the team with the higher peak. It's just a matter of whether or not they can show it at this point, as we're nearing the halfway point through Game 3. The winner of this one will be on match point, and right now it's looking like it might just be Fortnite Flick, but Boulevard still definitely not ready to go away.
Appjack in the corner. Andy in the corner now against Delta here. Delta dunking on him, but a good clear from Chronic. Appjack with it in the air. Double tap. Can he hit the angle? It looks like he almost could, but good defense there from the side of Boulevard. Andy out to the corner again. Appjack getting a little touch pop over a couple of the Boulevard team, but Andy in the air going off the backboard. The backboard defense coming through for the side of Boulevard from Delta there, and a good clear out. Looks like a, I don't know if that was a back pass, but shot opportunity, defended well. Appjack looking to make some aggressive moves here. A little bit of a ball chaser. I don't want to say it, but I'm just calls it like I sees it. Chronic there with the 50, back to the side of Fortnite Flick, and a little bit of a reset here. A little bit of space for Andy. Flick center, the cutoff from Delta, out into the corner. And Boulevard looking to respond on the counterattack. Chronic cutting in quickly. Andy with control in the corner. A little bit of an opportunity here. Defended well from the side of Fortnite Flick. And Andy continuing the counter to the other side. Appjack with a shot. Clean. Top bins. Getting the scoreline 3-1. That is an important goal for the side of Fortnite Flick, not just for this game, but for this series, if they're looking to take this home as quick as possible.
Yeah, that's one that should solidify the game in their favor. They've definitely been playing a much more suffocating game here in the third. They're just not allowing Boulevard to find any opportunities. As here's a pre-jump here for Alraz, and oh my goodness, what a slot from Alraz. The pass from Repeat, and Alraz absolutely launching that top shelf, bounces down and hits the crossbar again before falling in. As Boulevard back to within 1 here. Fortnite Flick, good thing that they scored that last goal, because otherwise we'd be tied at this point, but they just really have been needing some incredible things to go their way. That's a huge missed shot from Andy, though. He will get back and take the 100 boost to hopefully give his team a better chance at withstanding this offensive pressure from Boulevard. But with 30 seconds left, it's Andy. He has a flip. He might have another one. He does. But Alraz ready for it. Chronic and Appjack this time both jumping for the ball. It's Chronic to take it into the corner. It's a bounce middle. Alraz does well to dunk him off. Delta doesn't have any boost here, so Chronic easily going to be able to send it back to Andy, and all he has to do is kill some time, but Repeat the 50. It's middle. Alraz gets beat, and so Delta with a heavy task in front of him cannot keep the ball up, and Fortnite Flick will take game 3 here in this best of 5, and that will put them, Jokeel, on match point.
I have to say that this Fortnite Flick really seemed to know how to close that game out. I mean, that last 30 seconds felt like they were just ready to waste that clock, wind down the time, and when it came down to the last moments, ready to ground that ball. And I'm sure, we all think we know what to do, but when it's a high pressure moment and decisions are lightning fast, those kinds of split second decisions are critical to closing out a game when you have a 1-goal lead. And excellent job from Fortnite Flick there to close it out, taking game 3 and looking to close it out in 4, if that's, if it's possible for them with the game that they just played. If they can do something similar, it's looking good.
Yeah, and we did see a couple of goals coming out from Boulevard, but frankly, the only goals that Boulevard scored in that last one were when they just had an incredible play. Something that you just gotta, put your head down and move forward if you're Fortnite Flick. The plays that we saw from Boulevard, especially that one passing play that Alraz scored, there's just some times where you gotta accept the fact that the other team outplayed you, but for the most part, Fortnite Flick had control of the boost, the ball, the possession. Everything as a whole was just owned by Fortnite Flick in that last one. So we'll see if Boulevard can swap it up. The coach McLando was chatting things over with him, and the fake comes through. And what a play it is. Alraz going to open up the scoring here for Boulevard. Repeat doesn't have boost, so he just leaves it, and Alraz already up, going to find the first goal. Boulevard really showing that they are a team to be reckoned with here in the draw. A team that was likely going to be counted out after many people saw that they were taking on that Gen.G-esque roster, and they are clearly proving themselves here in the first round.
I mean, all I gotta say is NA depth. That's really all I gotta say. Both these teams are stellar. I mean, Chronic coming out with aggression, and let's say, who is this? Repeat doing what he can on the goal line, but just caught out a little bit too far, and Chronic able to slot that one in, bring the scoreline back tied up. 1 minute down into the game, and it's all tied up 1-1. Boulevard looking to do something to counter, but Chronic cutting in on offense. Big aggression coming in from the side of Fortnite Flick. Andy with it now. Control. Down. Off the ceiling. Appjack off the backboard. Alraz with a bit of a clear. And Chronic with the redirect back pass. Andy left all alone on defense. And I'm not sure what Chronic was thinking with this touch, but doing what he can. Delta, smart play, pass it directly center, and Repeat's ready there as an excellent teammate there to capitalize and score that goal right there, 2-1.
Delta held that flip for so long, off of the backboard. He was really looking for the pass, and it's going to be him to finalize it this time. Off of the kickoff, repeat, just looking for one more touch, finds the dime middle, and I'll tell you, these Boulevard passing plays have been stellar throughout the entirety of this series, and I gotta give them credit. They have been looking good, looking solid, as repeat runs out of boost there, I believe. I'm not sure why he left that one, just opting to fly past the ball rather than making contact, as he'll get beat out by apparently Jack here. It's another touchdown. Chronic wants a bump after the player already got bumped, and what a save! How is that not in, Jokeel? I can't believe that Boulevard managed to keep that out, maybe with a little bit of help from Andy as well, as I think he really could have slotted it, as now Delta back past the repeat. I'll tell you what, things are getting a little wild here on this blue half, as finally Chronic will put one in.
Wow, I mean, that save on the goal line, I mean, you would think that would do something to the mental on the side of Fortnite Flick to come so close to a goal and get it taken away from them, but they are relentless. You know, these pros, they got experience, and they know their mental is strong here, ready to capitalize on the very next opportunity they got, bringing the scoreline within one halfway through game 4, and Fortnite Flick having to do something a little extra if they want to take it home in this series, this game.
Chronic back pass to apparently Jack. Not much to be found there with half of the game to go here. Repeat leaving this one for Alraz, but will support him as the second. Chronic quickly cutting it off though, so hold on. Delta just putting it on target. I said that Boulevard was the team that was taking more advantage of the overextension, and there they do it again. Chronic first man, but Appjack and Andy both pushed up so far on the defensive end, and it will allow our boys over at Boulevard to extend their lead, and you gotta give them credit. There's the passing play again. I feel like 90% of their goals have just been incredible passes. Now, I will say, slightly assisted by Chronic there on the first pass, but the second one to repeat, that one he was looking for the man upfield, and he found him. 5-2 in favor of Boulevard, and this was not a scoreline that we expected to see at all, Jokeel.
Not at all. I mean, both of these teams are really showing up with their ability to pass and the confidence they have in each other. And it's just the small mistakes. When you're playing a pass-heavy kind of play style, I mean, you really have to connect. And the differences between these two teams is just that small ability to connect with each other and take an opportunity, take advantage of those opportunities that the other team gives you when they maybe have a little too much confidence in each other, or they're not exactly right on the same page. And Boulevard has been doing an excellent job of connecting with each other, finding each other on the pitch, making space for each other, and connecting with passes that translate into goals. Meanwhile, Fortnite Flick has been looking to pass or maybe do some air dribble bumps and just not connecting, not finding each other as efficiently as Boulevard has, and it's been showing up here in the scoreline. 5-2 with a minute left. Andy taking it to the other side. Just a Hail Mary pass up to the top to waterfall down, but defended well from the side of Boulevard. I mean, Boulevard really showing up this game. I mean, it seems as if this entire series, they've just been getting better and better game after game.
Yeah, and there were certainly glimpses of opportunity in the opening match. Things have, without a doubt, gotten better as time goes on. Andy does want to send this middle repeat, able to clear it away, and I'll tell you what, time really not on the side of Fortnite Flick, and they are going to be upset with a loss here, as we are going to be headed to a Game 5 barring an inspirational, miraculous comeback. 5 seconds on the clock, and Fortnite Flick is maybe going to concede another, but Boulevard forcing us to Game 5 after it's been an intense matchup through and through. They really have just not had an answer for the passing plays from Boulevard. All 5 goals assisted on the side of Boulevard. Repeat, definitely been the one, not just in this game, but throughout the entirety of the series, that has really been stepping up and finding his teammates. They've had the superior 50-50 game. And I'll tell you what, if Fortnite Flick isn't careful, they definitely could fall here in this 5th game.
I mean, Fortnite Flick is the team here with so much more experience. I mean, RLCS players, LAN players, Andy being on Dignitas before on when they were on their NA stretch, and Boulevard relatively, inexperienced by comparison, but I'm hoping that Fortnite Flick has, I hope that experience translates into nerves of steel, because they're certainly going to need it here in Game 5 after that performance from Boulevard in Game 4. And things are opening up, looking good for Boulevard. Alraz with a good opportunity, cleaning it up. I mean, Repeat doing what he needs to do to clear the way, and Alraz with an easy open net. I mean, that's something we might see, any of us miss in that high moment of pressure, but an open net, nothing for these guys.
And Delta, got to get credit for that 50-50. He is manipulating it. The entirety of Boulevard is manipulating each 50 to work out towards their teammates. It's a perfect pass that was found middle, as Appjack really just trying to brute force his way through at this point. Andy not going to find his teammate. Chronic with a lot of time back will just boom it forward. Andy's pre-jumping for it. It does get past one, but Delta ready for it on the other end. It's a read off of the ceiling. He has a flip reset. Does he have the dunk? Not quite this time. Appjack finds a teammate on the left side. It's Andy, a demo. And that's something that we're going to have to see if we want Fortnite Flick to work their way back here. All the momentum in favor of Boulevard, and Fortnite Flick really just needs to get back to the gritty plays, right? We got to see them get those air dribble bumps working out a little bit better. Maybe just a demo off the ball even, as their 50s have not been able to compete with Boulevard either. Chronic does dust him this time, though. Finds an extra touch, so Delta with low boost will be forced to go back and collect that corner. Appjack taking it off of the ceiling, and Delta does well to read it. So a minute and a half into this game, Fortnite Flick still has not found a goal, and a demo onto Andy means that Boulevard could find another here. Chronic doesn't have the flip reset, but will flick it out. Appjack, sidewall double touch. He wants one more. He may just have it. Chronic is there, but again, it's denied. Boulevard has seriously just been putting up a fight, and they are clearly looking for the upset here in this first round.
Wow, I'm almost forgetting to say something, because I'm just here watching this stellar gameplay from both of these two teams here. I mean, Fortnite Flick, it seems every time they get the ball, they're looking to control, they're looking to slow things down and create an opportunity with each other. Air dribble bump merchants on this side of Fortnite Flick. Air dribbles galore, and then taking to the 50 and seeing what they can do from that. But the side of Boulevard looking to be a little bit more methodical and quick to just pass to each other, not really looking to slow down as much, just aggressive, quick to the ball, quick to challenge, and get something going for themselves. As Fortnite Flick looking to control, like I said again here, Andy with it. Couple touches here off the sidewall. Nice air dribble bump. Nice air dribble shot off the sidewall there, but defended well by the side of Boulevard. I mean, Boulevard really showing up with their 50s, their shots, their passing. I mean, all around, an excellent performance from them. They're leading this game, Game 5, 2 minutes left, and they're leading 1-0. It's a close game. Fortnite Flick just needs one goal here to tie things up, and it could be just capitalizing on the smallest mistake, and we got a serious game on our hands.
Alraz wants another touch. It's a bounce down, and Andy barely getting back in time. Repeat to the backboard. They were abusing the backboard earlier on in this series, but this time Fortnite Flick is there, but not for long. Delta is going to increase the lead to 2 off of the pass, off of the backboard from Repeat. Andy not going to jump up in time. Appjack is caught up too far. And Fortnite Flick facing elimination from the draw in the very first round. They were one of the teams that was going to be favorited to win the entire event. And now we are seeing why this format can be so scary for these teams. We saw Old Heads come through and win a draw a couple of months ago. And now we're seeing the upsets are without a doubt possible here for these teams. Repeat going to keep that one out, so it's Delta next on it. Andy, though, beats him, wants the flip, can't find it. It'll bounce middle. Desperation clear on the side of Fortnite Flick as it'll bounce down. Appjack into the corner. Again, Repeat just has a perfect read on it, though, and is not phased by anything that Fortnite Flick is sending their way. Delta, early challenge there. Very, very smart play from Delta to prevent any attack from coming through. And Repeat to the sidewall. Delta forward. Appjack really needs to get something working here. It's not going to happen. It could be a third. Repeat misses it. But with time expiring here, it looks like it might just end. Appjack has one more chance. It's to Chronic, and he's too far forward. Appjack denied, and that is going to spell the end of the series, folks. It hits the ground, and Boulevard defeats Fortnite Flick in 5.
Wow, that was... I mean, that's a stellar 5-game series that we just saw, and Boulevard doing what they had to take it away. I feel like Fortnite Flick maybe took a couple of blows to their confidence, winning, certainly winning the games that I felt that they should have. Maybe they felt they should have, but losing some of the games that really, I mean, they felt on the back foot right there at closing out the series. And Boulevard, you got to give it to them. You got to give them credit. I mean, the 50s were stellar. The passing plays. Did you see some of those passing plays?
Yeah.
I mean, 1, 2, 3, turn it into a goal. What a performance from Boulevard. I got to say it again. I'm impressed.